Sami Zayn didn't screw Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens screwed Kevin Owens. And I'm going to tell you why on this episode of the Crimson Mass Show. Kevin Owens had CM Punk in the WWE Championship right when he wanted them in Toronto until Sami Zayn got involved. Sami tried to help his best friend. Kevin wanted no part of it. And ultimately, Sami blasted Kevin with the championship and CM Punk walked out with the title. But the question is, did Kevin Owens bring this onto himself? Imagine you have the hugest fucking opportunity in the world coming up, and your best friend waltzes in at the last minute, takes your opportunity, and sends you back to the line. People already don't respect you, and your best friend just made it even easier for them not to do so. That's what happened. That's what happened at SummerSlam. Kevin Owens came back when Sami Zayn thought that he was only going to face one opponent. I mean, of course, Gunther also ended up getting entered into the match. And when you put everything in context, yeah, I understand that, he's your best friend. Oh, yeah, I'm happy you're back. You came back from this devastating injury. But I got money. I need money. I got a family to feed. I'm trying to build my legacy. I'm trying to add more championship gold after I already felt like I was wronged by CM Punk when he took the title from me. I do feel for Sami Zayn. There's a part of me. Yes, I get it. Sami Zayn is annoying and all that stuff. But if you really look at it, Sami has kind of been getting shafted for a while in this whole WWE title picture. First by Cody Rhodes, then by CM Punk, then by his best friend Kevin Owens. So at some point, the dam has to break. The dam has to break. I know one thing. I would be pissed off if my best friend came in at the last minute and took food off of my plate. I'll be pissed off about that, man. And you're a liar. You're a liar if you don't say so. Yeah, you could be proud of somebody because, they're getting an opportunity. But God damn it, not at my expense. Not at my expense. Then, with all that in mind, imagine then putting your ego to the side. You put your ego to the side and you say, you know what? God damn it, this is my best friend. If I'm not having success, I want success for him. Now, imagine having that mindset, going out there, then trying to help your best friend who not only was screwed over in the past by his opponent, but his opponent also screwed me over. I try to help him out, and he pushes me away, pushes me back. I get it. Pride, all that stuff. Like, oh yeah, I got to do it myself. This guy, he disrespected me back in the day. Like, whatever. I'm coming out to help you. Because if I get the title on you, then me and you as friends, we could go head to head, see who the better man is. I'll get my opportunity. You'll have your title. We're all good. We could just get that asshole CM Punk out the way. But that's not what happened. That's not what happened. And in a moment of anger, Sami basically said, man, fuck you, bow. Championship to the skull. Championship to the Chrome Dome. Championship to the Chrome Dome. Of course, then Sami goes on, after CM Punk wins, Sami goes on to blast CM Punk with the championship, to blast Kevin Owens with the championship, to blast CM Punk with the championship again. Like, that man was enraged. He was enraged. And I think his actions after CM Punk won the match sells an even bigger picture. It sells an even bigger picture. Because now we're seeing months and months and months of buildup, of anger, of disrespect, internalized by Sami Zayn finally coming out. And now at this point, he can't give a fuck about Kevin. He can't give a fuck about CM Punk. We know the Sami Zayn playbook. I'm pretty sure Sami Zayn is going to show up on the next show and try to apologize to Kevin and say that, oh, yeah, I just lost my mind there for a minute. But we've seen this dance with Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn for decades now, like over a decade now. Sami screws Kevin. Kevin screws Sami. Sami screws Kevin. Kevin screws Sami. Like, we see it over and over and over again. This time, it's Sami's turn to screw Kevin. And I honestly can't sit here and say that Sami doesn't have a case here to being right. I get that the knee jerk reaction was I'm going to screw over Kevin because he had the nerve to screw me over out of my opportunity and then had the nerve to turn down me helping him get the title so me and him can have a match. Like, so I get it. I do feel for Sami Zayn. And at this point, I think Zayn is just fucking over it. He's fucking over. He's tired of the disrespect. I would love for Sami to just come out on the next episode of SmackDown and say, you know what? Yeah, you're right. I fucking did it. So what? I'm sick of this shit. Because I don't want to see no more of the passive aggressive, last good guy alive bullshit where he comes out and he tries to apologize to Kevin and say, hey man, I lost my head there for a moment. Like, no, like I don't need to see that, man. Sami needs to stand on business. He needs to be 10 toes down. He needs to go out there and he needs to tell the world, tell Kevin Owens, you fucked me over and I got you back. Roman Reigns wanted Solo brought back into the bloodline, and the Usos basically delivered Solo right back to him. But the problem was Solo wasn't interested, and by the end of the situation, Solo had aligned himself with LA Knight, planted Roman with the Samoan Spike, and walked away on his own terms. Are we looking at a situation where now Roman Reigns doesn't have the power of control that he used to have? Look at his group. Look at his team. Let's start with the obvious. Let's start with the topic of discussion. Solo Sikoa. Old Roman would have beat Solo's ass. Solo would have been back in the fold. No questions asked. Jey Uso has been outwardly expressing body language, verbal, like disagreeing with Roman. Like, same thing with Jacob Fatu. Roman puts a Ulafala over the Usos' necks, and Jacob is in the corner crashing out. Then, to add on to the situation, you got Jacob Fatu basically being passive aggressive. All right, you told me don't do shit, then I ain't gonna do shit then. You told me not to get involved. You told me not to touch LA Knight Solo. I'm standing back. I'm gonna fall back. You got it. You got it. And Jacob just let the shit happen. I'm pretty sure Roman's not gonna take too kindly to that. I'm pretty sure Roman's gonna have some questions for him on Raw. Now, Roman historically has gotten whatever he wants. This time, apparently, either he's not going to get what he wants, or it's going to be a hell of a lot harder for him to get what he wants. He's still the champion, so he still has a lot of sway. And another thing, I want to touch on this too. So we're officially, because I seen some report that he's listed internally as a heel. So we need to definitely stick with that, because between Jay and Jimmy, Roman, Jacob, week to week, I don't know if they're fucking face, if they're heel, which side you on, which side are they on, especially Jey Uso. Because from my opinion, and you guys can put it in the comments of whether you disagree or not. From my perspective, if he's gonna be a heel, he can't be coming out talking about yeet. That's a face thing. Stop doing that. Stop coming out of the crowd. You can't be an asshole on Monday, a good nice guy on Friday, an asshole on Monday. Like no more back and forth. No more back and forth. But that I digress. Roman seems to have been losing his power, and I think that he's going to have to show a significant increase in physicality and ruthlessness in order to get shit back in line. Because right now he got hella insubordinates going around. Solo is insubordinate. Jacob is insubordinate. Jay is insubordinate. Jimmy seems to be the only one that's not insubordinate. Jimmy, like, look, bro, I'm just happy to be here. My wife, we having a baby. Look, I'm just trying to chill. But those other three guys, they insubordinate. And if they get to the point where Zilla gets caught up into the group, you already setting the stage for him to be fucking insubordinate. So Roman's gonna have to sit at the head of the table again, and they're gonna have to have a family dinner. They're gonna have to talk this shit out because everybody's doing their own thing. I think a question that's not being asked enough is why exactly does Solo not want to go back to the bloodline? Because if you think about it, I mean, part of it has to be pride and embarrassment. Imagine you're a part of a group, you're basically the hitman for the group. You go out on your own, you start your own group, And that group you started had did nothing but failed. They failed so bad that a couple of the members got released and the other two members just flat out abandoned you. You then had Royce Keys uh, basically tell you to your face, I'm not joining the fucking group. Like, so if you ask me, MFT, the solo Sikoa iteration of the MFT was a complete and abject fucking failure. They could never follow through what they were saying. He wanted to show Roman that he's the real head of the table. He couldn't do that. He had to steal the Ulafala in order to do it. So now here we are. We still got this version of Solo, which I have to admit, this Solo version of Solo, where he's basically like a fucking comedian slash mobster slash bat, whatever we're calling him, is fucking gold. It's fucking gold. And I can understand why a vast majority of fans do not want to see Solo join the Bloodline. They think the Bloodline is like 90s WCW, NWO, where they're going to have 50 fucking members and they're just going to run roughshod over everything. I want to present to you an alternative. The way the group is constructed now, let's think about the Bloodline from before with Sami Zayn in it. There's room and a space for Solo to be in this version of the Bloodline. You already got Jacob filling Solo's old role. Jimmy and Jay is still there. Roman sits at the top. Solo, and I'm not trying to downgrade Solo by saying that he could fill the Sami Zayn role. Obviously, I think if Solo were to join and be a badass slash comic relief, I think he would be a lot more winning than Sami Zayn was. But the Bloodline could definitely add that dimension. And I'll be completely honest with you guys. Like, Solo, if you look at it from his perspective, he said he loves where he's at. He got the fans cheering him and everything. I can't help but to think that this shit is just building up to Solo Sikoa still spiking LA Knight in the fucking neck and rejoining the Bloodline. I'm sorry to tell y'all that. Like, I don't see no scenario where Solo doesn't rejoin the Bloodline. It might not be this month. It might not be next month. It's probably, if I had to guess when this will happen, I would guess that it's going to happen at Survivor Series War Games. It'll probably come down to Solo, somebody that's on this team, the Bloodline, and Solo's probably going to fucking screw over whoever else is left in that match. That's the way I see the shit playing out, honestly. That's the way I see it playing out. But yeah, for now, Solo doesn't want to be a part of the Bloodline. And in order for it to make sense storyline wise, I do think Roman needs to demonstrate a display of power that's worthy of everybody standing straight up and getting back in line, because right now he has a lot of insubordination going on, including Solo. Zilla Fatu arrived with a ton of hype, signed his contract, and WWE basically hit the fast track button and immediately put him into the NXT Championship match. And what the fuck was that entrance? And what the fuck was that entrance music? Oh boy. Oh boy. I swear I try my best not to fucking nitpick everything. I really do try my best. I try in earnest not to nitpick everything. But god damn it if I'm not gonna nitpick this. Last week, or the week before last week, whatever we want to call it, when Zilla appeared in NXT and attacked Cruz Montana and Grayson Waller, I felt like that went off perfectly. And the way they followed it up was a fucking disaster. Oh man, I might catch shit in the comments, whatever, but I'm gonna say it, goddamn it, because I know for a fact that a lot of people feel how I feel on this. I'm gonna break it down from beginning to end. What it was a fucking disaster. The music hits. I understand that "hello" is the catchphrase. If it's one thing WWE does that's fucking annoying, it's put the catchphrase before the entrance music drops. Fucking hate it. Cringy as fuck. Fucking hate it. The music, typically as expected, fucking horrible, because WWE doesn't have the ability really to make good entrance music anymore. Zilla comes out. Some people were bitching about him wearing the shirt. I didn't have too much of an issue with the shirt. He's paying homage, probably like to The Rock. He gets out there, he starts to talk. And that's when I realized, okay, is he being scripted? Because I heard the guy talk before, and I know the guy has charisma, and I can't think of any reason why bro would say that he don't want to be a nympho baby. I would hope that he wouldn't want to be a nympho baby. He meant to say nepo baby, but a nympho baby, that's wild as fuck. That's wild as fuck. Other than that, man, the whole fucking segment to me fell flat. Cruz Montana coming out of the crowd being held back. Grayson Waller coming out, him saying, "You want another black eye?" Him looking at Tony D. All that shit came off wrong to me. Him getting a title shot right away, that came off wrong to me. I understand that they trying to, push him quick, do what they got to do, but and yeah, I do know he's a big deal outside of WWE before he got to NXT, but at the very fucking least, have the guy like earn his way into it. He could have squashed somebody and earned his way into the damn match. But they did it the way they did it. They went with the whole trope of, oh yeah, it's already in his contract. In order for him to sign with the company, he's getting the title shot. I get it. But I do have confidence that eventually him as in a character, as a Zilla, I feel like his talent, his charisma is gonna shine to the fucking top anyway. But I do think that please change his fucking entrance music. They could keep the hello part in there, but like that entrance music don't fucking fit him at all, bro. Like he does not like he shouldn't have no fucking rock music or whatever the fuck that was he came out to. That shit just don't fucking fit him at all. That shit doesn't fit him at all. They need to give him something way more befitting of his character, his charisma, his style. Like that shit just didn't fit. It felt like they reached into a bag of bullshit interest music that they always pull out of and just said, oh, this one looks nice. Let's give them that one. Like, no. I expect them to change that shit almost immediately. We know there's a precedent for it. WWE will change your interest music rather quickly if it's received rather poorly. All right, Mass Gang. If you made it this far, go ahead. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. It helps us out with the algorithm. And I'll catch you guys next week on the Crimson Mass Show. We out.